Hello everyone, my name is Himanshu Tomar and I am a student of Maharaja Agricultural Institute of Technology College. Today I am here in front of you guys to tell you about my course that I have learned with the help of Skyfi Labs. Thank you Skyfi Labs for helping me in this course. The course that I have learned is Gear Train and Design. So let's start with the things that I have learned in this course until now. So the first things that I have learned in this course are basic mechanical design, types of mechanisms and factors for mechanical design. Now the first question that occurs in our mind is what is mechanical design? Now, the answer to this question is mechanical design is a process which generates, transforms, and utilizes mechanical energy. Now, the another question which arises in our mind is what are the purposes for mechanical design? The purpose of mechanical design are select appropriate materials, design best suitable shapes, and the third is calculation of dimensions based on loads and strength of material. Now the another thing is mechanism. Now what is mechanism? Mechanism is made up of moving components. For example, gear and gear trains, belt and chain drivers, cam and followers, and linkages. Now the another thing that is required in mechanical designing is factors affecting mechanical designing. Now the factors which are affecting mechanical designing are cost, strength, wear resistance, ease of assembly and disassembly, lightweight, and reliability and durability. Now let's talk about what other things I have learned in this course further. The other things that I have learned are machine designing process. Now in this there is a flow chart which tells us about machine designing process. The first thing is identify problem statements. That means first thing is we have to identify the problems that comes in the machine designing process. Now the second thing is consider possible mechanism. That means we have to consider what types of mechanism are possible for these types of mechanical designs. Now the other things are selection of materials. Now the next things that comes in our mind is what type of material is required to design a machine. Now after that we comes to the another point, that is forces acting and allowable stresses. Now we have to also take in consideration the forces and the stresses that we will provide to the mechanical design or machine design. Now the another thing is dimension of parts and elements. The another most important thing that comes in consideration are dimensions of the mechanical design or machine design. Now after considering these things we can create models or sketches. Now after learning machine design process, I learned how to install and operate Autodesk Inventor software. Now, after installing and learning how to operate Autodesk Inventor, I first designed a plumber block. Now, a question arises in our mind. What is a plumber block? A plumber block, or it is also known as plow block, is a pedestal used to provide support for a rotating shaft with the help of compatible bearings and other accessories. Now, the another thing that I have learned after learning to design a plumber block is gear train design. Now, after hearing the term gear train design, a question comes in our mind, that is, what is a gear? Now, a gear is nothing but a rotating machine part with a cut teeth. Now, what is the working of gear? The working of gear is to transmit torque and to create mechanical advantage. Now another question arises, why we need gears? Now the answer to this question is to reverse direction of rotation, to increase or decrease the speed of rotation, and to transfer rotational motion to different axes. Now if you have seen two normal gears attached to each other, the bigger gear is known as the driver and the smaller gear is known as the driven. That means, and the both of the gears rotates in opposite direction to each other. Now another question comes in our mind, are there any types of gears? Yes, there are different types of gears available. The different types of gears available are spur gears, bevel gears, rack and pinion gear, and worm gears. Now, the another thing that includes in gear train design is types of gear trains. Now, there are four types of gear trains. The first one is simple gear trains. In this, each shaft has one gear available. Now, the another type is compound gear trains. In this, one pair of gear is available on one shaft. Now, the another type of gear train is reverted gear trains, that is used in clocks. Now, the another type is, or the last and fourth type is planetary gear trains. That is, in these types of gears, the axis also rotates with the gears in contact with the axis. Now, after learning about different types of gear trains, I learned about designing of bearing housing. Now, what is a bearing housing and what is its working? Now, bearing housing supports your bearing, protects them from contaminants while keeping in lubricants, and can also house monitoring equipment. Mainly, it helps in maximizing performance. Now, after learning how to design bearing housing, I tried to design a spur gear. Now, what is a spur gear? Spur gear is the simplest type of gear in which two gears are attached with each other. The bigger gear is known as the driver and the smaller gear is known as the driven. Now, both are attached to a cylindrical portion which is inserted to their axis perpendicularly. This type of gear is known as spur gear. Now, here we will try to design a spur gear of ratio 2:1, and this spur gear is capable of transmitting power of 3.5 kilowatt. Now, and the speed of this gear will be 120 rpm. Now, after learning how to design spur gear, I learned designing of gear shafts. Now, gear shafts are used to drive shafts to transmit power to the gear train and external sources. Now, after learning how to design gear shaft, I learned how to design keys for the shafts. Now, a question arises, what are keys and what are their uses? Now, keys are used to connect rotating elements to the shaft. Now, after designing keys, the another important component I designed is integrated bearings. Now, bearings are used to reduce the friction between the moving parts. Now, after designing the bearings, I copied the bearings into 3 more parts so that I have total 4 bearings to insert in the gear train design. Now, after inserting the gear bearings in the gear train design, I then clicked on the previously designed bearing housing and then took them together with the gear train design. After that, I inserted those bearing housing along with the gear train design, and then after that I inserted different colors to the different parts of the design, and hence in this way I completed my project. Now the another thing is, what is the working of the gear train design? A gear train design is a mechanical system formed by mounting gear on a frame so the teeth of gears engage. Gear teeth are designed to ensure the pitch circle of the gears rolls without slipping, providing smooth transmission of the rotation. Thank you so much. That's all in this course.